Hello, spellcasters of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my Spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into another episode of our Homebrew Spells series. Today we're going to deal with another very special one. Today we're going to be taking a look at Soul Assimilation. This spell is pretty cool, in all honesty, in name and abilities. It is a super powerful level 8 spell. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Chance's Spellbook is officially covering a level 8 spell. And it's created by the one, the only, the man's man, ladies' man about town, Ruin Smith himself. And it is adapted on D&D Beyond by Flying Doom Bunny. So before we get too far ahead, I'd like to take a moment to thank both of them. I will put links to Ruin Smith's channel, the video this was originally found in, and the D&D Beyond link down in the description so you can check all of them out, and I do insist that you do. That being said, let's take a look at its mechanics so we understand exactly what we're talking about. The cast time is a surprisingly long 1 hour. The range is touch and the duration is instantaneous. The effect at a glance is as followed. Touch the head of a living creature with the gem in your offhand. The target must succeed on a wisdom save or take 12 die 10 plus 20 necrotic damage. If the target is reduced to 0 HP, you absorb some of their abilities. Choose one. Gain 1 class ability per each 4 levels of target, rounded down. Gain 1 special movement at half speed. Gain immunities and resistances. Gain special sense. Gain their method of communication. Gain their magical abilities, all spells, and half of their spell slots. The components are verbal, material, and somatic. Verbal means you have to speak forth an incantation. The material component is the ashes of a lotus flower and a red gem worth at least 5,000 gold piece, which is absorbed during the spell. And somatic, which means you have to gesture with one hand. The school is necromancy, which makes sense because it deals necrotic damage and stuff. And deals with souls, so necromancy makes sense. In any case, let's move on to its full description and break it down a little bit further. You touch the forehead of a living creature with an open palm, holding the gem in your other hand. Target must make a wisdom saving throw or take 12 die 10 plus 20 necrotic damage. If the target is reduced to 0 hit points, you tear their soul into pieces and absorb some of their abilities. Choose one of the following. If the target has a class, you may choose 1 of their abilities per every 4 levels they had achieved, rounded down. If the target could fly, swim, climb, or burrow, you gain the ability to do so at half its original speed. You gain the target's damage, immunities, and resistances. If the target had blind sense, tremor sense, or true sight, you gain that ability. You gain the ability to communicate the same way the target would. You absorb their magical ability, learning all spells they knew and gaining spell slots equal to half their original slots, rounded down. Very cool stuff and very great. I want to say I would certainly allow this in my campaign, but only with a smaller group of players, as the game breakiness of this spell is certainly not to be overlooked. That being said, if you're already casting level 8 spells, you got a lot more things that can break the game than just this guy, so I want to say I'd allow it, and to be honest, I don't find it to be particularly broken. I mean, the gaining immunities and resistance is probably the only thing that I'd really have a huge red flag about. Gaining 1 class ability for 4 levels of the target sounds really good, but if you're dealing with super high CR monsters, it's not going to help you out as much as you might think. At least that's just my opinion. If you disagree or if you have any thoughts, once again, put them down in the comments. I'd just like to hear what you have to say. That being said, let's move on to some alternative uses here. So I really did struggle with this, just because the spell kind of spells it all out for you, so, I mean, you know, I had to kind of think a little bit outside of the box. I just think that this, along with a couple other spells that you would have at this point, would be a great way for world domination as a start, but eventually something tells me with enough dedication, time, and effort, you could use this, especially in combination with something like Simulacrum or the Wish spell, to just completely take over the known universe. That would be my initial plot thread, at least, and maybe a BBEG could really take advantage of this spell too. This is a very evil, kind of lich-related spell, so bear that in mind. That being said, if you have any cool ideas, alternative uses, spell tweaks, or just thoughts in general, please put it down in the comment section beneath. I really appreciate hearing what you guys have to say, and I really just appreciate the input. That being said, I want to take a quick moment to thank our patrons: Marcos G. Guzman Jr., Reyna, Tanner Frazier, Kenny Garcia, Bruce T, Tato Seal, and Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate the time and support. We also do the daily live streams from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'd highly urge you to check those out. If you have any D&D related questions, comments, concerns, we'd love to help you out there. Usually we do them every day. Every once in a while, life will kind of stop us from doing that. So just keep an eye on my community section, see if we're still doing one or not. If you like that cool hand-drawn Dragonborn and you'd like your own hand-drawn D&D picture, please check out our Patreon videos to figure out exactly how to do that. That being said, guys, thank you so much, and an extra thanks to Ruinsmith and Flying Doom Money for making this all possible. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, happy casting.